Next up is Initiated Ordinance 306, which concerns recycling and/or composting for apartment complexes, restaurants, food trucks, and other businesses. It would require multifamily residential premises, non-residential premises, and food waste producers to offer recycling and/or organic material diversion. It would provide, in English and Spanish, proper education, information, signage, and instructions, and provide an annual diversion plan. The proposal would have multifamily residential dwellings phased in based on their number of units, and non-residential premises and food waste producers to be determined through rules and regulations established by the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure based on their square footage. Here are the pros and cons of Initiated Ordinance 306.
Those in favor of Initiated Ordinance 306 say this measure upgrades access to recycling and composting service to those living in apartment complexes, as well as those who are patronizing businesses and special events. Apartment complexes with 8 or more family units, businesses, and construction sites generate 82% of Denver's waste, yet there is no policy mandating sustainable management. This measure will modernize practices of construction and demolition companies, creating diversion plans that often create new construction materials, allowing for more ecological practices. Recycling and composting are energy-efficient practices, creating long-term employment and a resilient local infrastructure, and improving the economy while reducing our impact on the climate.
Those opposed to Initiated Ordinance 306 say this initiative requires Denver to oversee a giant bureaucracy for multifamily residential premises, non-residential premises, and food waste producers to dispose of their food waste in specific ways. Denver cannot even consistently pick up residential trash on a day the city itself determines. It certainly cannot ride herd on food banks, universities with dining services, hotels, farmers markets, sports venues, and 13 other types of commercial services in addition to multifamily residential premises. While the waste disposal goals of this initiative are commendable, the details are onerous. For example, the regulated entity must notify the city every time it changes a provider contract. The long list of establishments subject to these requirements can grow. Denver says it wants more affordable multifamily residential premises. The cost to comply with the mini-city requirements detailed in this initiative will surely increase rents and condominium fees.